Maybe you know somebody who is gluten intolerant and who can't eat a lot of different breads and crackers and things and pancakes and whatever else has gluten in it. They can't eat it, including beer. They can't drink a beer because beer is made from ingredients that contain gluten. Gluten is present in both wheat and barley, amongst other things. So these people have to be really careful because when they consume it, it messes with them and they get reactions and bad things happen to them. So they have to stay away from it. And beer is one of those things that's fundamentally made of barley and wheat sometimes, or both. And rice as well contains gluten, which means that they can't consume anything with rice. A lot of commercial beers actually have rice product in them as well because they use it as an adjunct. So what we've got here is a beer that was sent to me from Matt and Kim. Their name on YouTube. Oh, I guess I gotta put my glasses on here. Getting up there in age, can't see. TocoTwins is their YouTube channel. They've got a video up there on how to make gluten-free pancakes, waffles. I can't remember what it is, but you can go to their channel. They've got a couple videos up. Hopefully, they'll make a video on how to make gluten-free beer, because I don't actually know how they did it, but I do have the ingredients here. They did send me a note here. Thanks, guys, by the way. This is very, very interesting. It says the beer we sent is a gluten-free American Pale Ale. The base is 6 pounds of white sorghum, S-O-R-G-H-U-M. Okay, 6 pounds of sorghum syrup. I don't even know what that is, actually. I have to look that up. And 1.5 pounds of brown rice syrup. Well, I guess the syrup, brown rice, maybe doesn't contain gluten. I'm not an expert on gluten, so I don't know that, but these are ingredients that don't contain gluten. They were able to make beer out of this. Hops used are Centennial, Saaz, and Cascade. 1 ounce of each. Most likely, the Saaz was for bittering, and the Cascade Centennial were for flavor and aroma. So that's just my guess, okay? 1 ounce of each. Used 8 ounces of molasses for yeast nutrient. Safel 05 yeast, original gravity 1.062, and final gravity was 1.016. Great details on this beer. I love that. I love to know what's in it because it's very interesting. There's probably a number of people in the world, God knows how many, who cannot eat anything with gluten, who think they can't drink a decent beer. And I know there's gluten-free beer on the market, but I'm told it doesn't taste very good. Matt and Kim, they claim that this actually tastes quite good. And in fact, some friends they've had over tasting it don't really know the difference between this and regular beer. So that's really interesting because anyone with a gluten intolerance, maybe that's one reason to get into home brewing. And I'm all about that. I'm good with that. So without further ado, let's put this to the test. Let's see what it tastes. I've never had a gluten-free beer before. Get rid of those now. And so I'm very, very curious about this beer made from those ingredients. So without further ado, let's give it a whirl. Right off the top, out of the bottle, it smells just like a beer. So, got my trusty glass here. Let's give it a pour. Make sure we've got you on camera here. I'm actually really excited about this because this opens up the door for a lot of people who are sensitive to gluten. I assume it's bottle conditioned, so we'll... Looks like I got a little bit of sediment in it. That's not a problem. Okay. So there it is. I did get some sediment in there. It was clear in the bottle, but it's going a little... You can see that down below there it's clear. But I goofed when I poured it, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. There's still some left in the bottom there, stuck to the bottom, so we're all good. So let's see what we've got here. A gluten-free beer that's not made with barley or wheat. You know, it smells like an all-grain beer. It just does. I mean, if you didn't tell me, just by the aroma, I haven't tasted it yet. Just smells like an all grain beer. I'm very excited. Let's give this a whirl. Gluten-free beer made with those interesting ingredients. No barley, no wheat. Cheers. How interesting. That's as good as any beer I've ever tasted. That's really, really good. I was expecting to sort of say, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It passes for a beer. Yeah, I would recommend this. I was expecting to at least go in that route, but no, I'm actually telling you that this is very tasty beer. Forget about the fact that it's gluten-free. If someone didn't tell me that that's the case, I would not have known. It tastes like a normal beer. It tastes like a really good all-grain beer, as a matter of fact. I'm really impressed. Congratulations, guys. This is... If any of you guys out there are gluten intolerant and you like beer, but you don't like the gluten-free beer that's on the market, you really probably should contact this couple. And I think that she's actually called into my broadcast a couple times too, so I've spoken to her in person. Contact them and ask them to give you a hand making it, because first of all, getting into homebrewing is easy. And my whole channel is pretty much based on homebrewing. There's lots of excuse me, it's nicely carbonated. There's lots of great homebrewing channels on YouTube. And then once you get that down, start making your own gluten-free beer. And if you've got friends that can't eat gluten, well, you're all set. You got them. They're going to be at your doorstep, and you could be very popular. Let's give this a critique here. I'm telling you right now, it tastes great. I wouldn't say it if it didn't. I would just send them a message saying, sorry, but I can't review your beer because it's, I don't know. I can't lie. Let's give it a little critique. I can definitely taste the hops. The hops are wonderful. It's not like a really grapefruity sort of hop profile. It's more of a biscuity kind of cookie-like, taste to it, with sort of a slight fruitiness to it. Yeah, very nicely sort of fruity, and nice mouthfeel, beautiful carbonation. The hops are what you would expect for that profile, or those ingredients. And all I can say is that I would not know that this was a gluten-free beer. I would not know that this is not made with barley or wheat or normal beer ingredients. So, I don't normally rate beers because I'm not a professional beer reviewer, but 5 stars on this beer because, although it's not made with standard ingredients, it tastes like a beer, and a damn good one at that. So I want to thank Matt and Kim for sending me this beer to try. It's something new for me, and God, who knew you could make beer out of something other than normal stuff? And who knew that somebody who's gluten sensitive or intolerant can actually sit and drink a nice cold beer? Well, thanks for watching this review, guys. Thanks to Kim and Matt for sending it. And I'm always up for a new experience, and this is really cool. Cheers, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care.